So,
Why is things very bright?
so you always like to do these skins and stuff that glow. Hello, hello, and welcome back. We are once again in BeamNG for right now, and we have something different today because I have a good friend. You probably know him, Ashmaker. Ashmaker makes some great videos on BeamNG, does streaming on all sorts of games. But on top of that, Ashmaker also makes some great mods. Now, if you're not familiar with Ashmaker's mods, like I said, makes a ton of them. A lot of great things. The universal monster frame, dual ram plow, all sorts of great stuff. But what he is probably most known for, at least based off of the videos, are his glow skins. He's made his lava glow skin. He's made fun glow skins. He's made the universal sci-fi skin, which of course glows. He's made a set of vanilla skins that all glow. He loves his glow. So, I was thinking, what if instead of just having a vehicle like this that glows like that, what if I pranked Ashmaker? Now, how am I going to prank him? I had an idea. What if I went in and created a mod that would overwrite everything on my server and make literally everything glow? I'm hoping it'll be car, it'll be map, it'll be literally everything will glow. And then I invite him onto the server to tell him I want to get a reaction for some other mod that I worked on, and then catch his shock and surprise when he opens up and literally everything is glowing. Now, I don't know how well it's going to work. I don't know how easy it's going to be, but I had this idea and I have to give it a try. I have to try, right? And I'm probably going to utilize ChatGPT, at least try to, and see if I can have ChatGPT take the code that I want and insert it into all the other code that it needs to be in. And we're going to see if that actually works. So now, if you are not familiar with how this all works, this is for the burn side on Ashmaker's Fun Glow skins. He has 2 files for each vehicle, plus the common files that have all of the, the actual glow maps and things like that. So he has a J-beam, which this is actually telling the game, hey, I want to create a new skin, a new livery called Neon Lines Glow. And then if you select that, it says, okay, great, use this skin right here. Well, that is how you need to do it if you want to have selectable stuff. But we are not doing selectable stuff. Oh no. This is going to be literally everything. So we can just forget about that. And we can look at the materials JSON file. This is where it tells the game what color, what metallic factor, what paint designs every material should be. Every vehicle has one. Every item or set of items in a map has them. And this is where you can see emissive factor, emissive map use UV, and instance emissive true. That is the important thing. So what I think we need to do is we need to get a blank white image and put that in the common folder and call that the emissive map, so that literally it's everything. And then copy all of this with that new emissive map location, and then have ChatGPT insert that into literally every single material. And I don't know how well that will work, but I'm hoping that it will work well, or at least well enough. If we can get that working, then the next step will be to see if I can do something similar with the whole entire map. And I don't know if that works with the map. I have not tested that out. So it may just be vehicles. But my goal, if I can make it happen, is to have literally everything glow. So I'm going to go and jump into working on this and seeing what we can come up with, and hopefully bring you along for the ride with a lot of fast forwarding, a lot of jump cuts, because it's going to be a lot of boring stuff, and loop you in on every time there is something interesting going on. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so step one, we got to create this blank white image. Now, looking at some of the other stuff, it looks like 2048 by 1024 is at least one of the sizes that works. So we're just going to give that a try and see if that works for everything. And background white, and sure, create. And guess what? We're done. Hopefully this does what I think it will do, and we will just export that to a PNG. Alright, so we are going to come in here and literally copy every vehicle over. And I created a new folder, special mod, vehicles, and I am going to paste every vehicle in here. Now, I wish I had a better way of doing this, but the plan is going to be open up or unzip every one of these files, open them up, and delete everything except for the materials.json file. We don't need any of the other stuff. Make the mod a lot smaller, because otherwise it's going to be pretty big. But we're going to give it a shot and see how mind-numbingly long this takes. Alright, so I found that if I just hit extract all and hit enter, it also extracts all. That makes it faster. Whoops. Alright, we're finally through the S's. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would, which is pretty much the story of my life when it comes to modding, because I am not a good modder, and I am also not a good judge of time. I am horrible with time management, and when you combine the two, I end up spending way too much time on mods that only I find interesting. But hopefully this works out. Hopefully we get some funny and fun result out of this, because I will be very disappointed if we do this and only a couple of things really look like they glow and everything else is just boring. So we're going to try our best to make this be ridiculous, and yeah, we'll see what happens. Alrighty, so we are done with that. We can come in here. So I'm working in my mods unpacked here, so this is not the actual game file, so this is all just a copy of everything. So we can come in here and select all of that and delete, and now we are left with all of these folders, and for each one I gotta go in. Oh no. Alright, so this is what the folder that I actually need in there. Well, that is unfortunate. So what if I just open this in a new window, and we are going to come back into here and make a new folder here called Special Mod 2. Open that up. In here we will place a vehicles folder, and inside the vehicles is where this ATV needs to go. And we can open this up, and we just need materials. So Actually, if we don't do that and we just create our own folder, call it ATV, but spelled correctly, open that up, and then we can just find just the materials. Do that. And oh, okay, so that is an issue with doing that. One of these is in a folder under dynamic decals. Gotcha. Okay, so we can just take that dynamic decals, drop it in here, and delete that. That's easy enough. And then do the materials and take those and drop them in here. All right. So in here, do we actually just need the main.materials? Let's see, main.materials I think is what we definitely need. That the skin.materials, oh, I know, I think we need that as well. Yep. Yeah, I think we're going to need that as well. Okay. So we'll do it for both. All right. So one done. This is going to take forever. Luckily, I can just snap my fingers and it'll be all done for you guys. All right. So I've gone in here and it took way longer than it should have. But I now have everything in here with just the materials files. So we are going to open up Ash's, one of his mods, steal the code to make things glow, and ask ChatGPT to put it into every single one of these files. So let's give that a shot. All right, so we need this instance emissive map, emissive factor. And we will tell it to put that on the lot, add it underneath diffuse map, use UV1. Maybe. I think that should be in everything, the diffuse map. Could put it underneath. No, because I don't know what. We could put it underneath everywhere it says color palette map. And that should work. It might. We can just, I wonder if I can just tell it to put it in every stage. Because it will still keep the active layers, so it'll ignore the extra ones and it'll be in the stages that are active. We'll try it, we'll give that a try. So let's ask ChatGPT how to do this. By the way, I have Z-Man and Lady C keeping me company as I go through this mind-numbing task of downloading everything. So you may hear them chime in, but we're going to ask ChatGPT so ask if I give you a zip folder filled with material.json files, would you be able to add a section of code to each stage of each material? I always like to ask it first because then it will often tell you what it wants you to do. So in this case, it just wants me to upload a zip file containing multiple material.json files. And then it's going to go through and do that. All right, so let's upload that file. There's that. And then the code, we will say below is the code that I would like added to every stage of every material in every file in the zip file. If a material already has these value, how do I want to phrase that? Has values for emissive factor, emissive map, or the other two, then I'll tell it to go ahead and use my values instead. Okay, and we want to make this file what we emissive-map.png, the file we created earlier in Photoshop. And then let's send this to ChatGPT, let it analyze and see what it does. So, Z-Man, Lady C, do you think this is going to work?
Judging by what I've seen ChatGPT do in the past, absolutely not. But I'll hope.
Oh, so it is telling me that there are improperly formatted files. I don't care if there's improperly formatted files. So can you do this to every file despite the file name, because I'm worried that it's not doing the skin.materials .json files. And ignore pre-existing improperly formatted code.
Now you're just asking him to program like me.
Right?
Ignore all errors.
Ignore all errors.
Thank you.
Because the thing is, it may think something is an error, but it's probably just how BeamNG formats stuff, that it's not typical JSON. So it says that it worked. The emissive properties were added or replaced in all valid stage sections of all materials found. So we're going to go ahead and download that and see what happens whenever we open up BeamNG. Alrighty then, we're opening up BeamNG now with the supposedly correct fixed mod from ChatGPT installed, supposedly working. A lot of supposeds. I don't have high hopes because ChatGPT is ChatGPT, or AI is AI. But we're just going to jump in here, and when this doesn't work, we'll go and look at the files and try to figure out why it doesn't work and see if we can get ChatGPT to fix it, because going through all of those files by hand would be really, really annoying. And sure enough, it is not glowing. I mean, as far as I can tell, let me just switch it to... Yeah, I do not see glow. Alright, so let's dig into the code and find out why not. Well, that does not bode well. I see none of the code that I asked it to put in here. Alrighty then. I really don't want to have to go through hundreds of materials.json files and add this stuff in. I want that stuff to be in here. Alright, so back to ChatGPT, back to trying to figure this out. Alright, is there... Huh. So how bad of an idea would it be for me to grab every space, curly bracket, and just slap it in a massive find and replace on all documents? Can't be that bad, right? Can't.
Do you want the honest answer or the friend answer?
Let's go the honest answer.
It's going to be that bad times two, potentially.
Let's give it a shot. So, I know a lot of people have asked why I don't do videos of me making mods like Filmin does, because Filmin is how I learned how to do modding, and I love his videos. I have a link for his stuff down below as well. But the reason I don't is because I have no clue what I'm actually doing here. So it's a whole lot of trial and error like this. What was that?
I said just here.
Okay, that's fair. But specifically in this. So if I come in here and now I have everything, and if I do a search, and I'm going to search for that, and then let's go grab our stuff from ChatGPT, and we will tell it, replace it with space, curly bracket, enter, all of that stuff. And then we will, put it in 16,880 places in 303 files. That seems fine, right?
What could go wrong?
I think I found what's going to go wrong. There is a space after the ATV 4x4. Edit, undo. Okay, so we are going to do 2 spaces before it, and then add that stuff in. Now there's only 13,000 some places it's going to do it. And now if I click on that, look at that. We have emissive factor under this stage. We have it under this stage. We have it under this stage and this stage, which don't matter because this doesn't have that many stages. So, yeah, let's go ahead and pretend that that all worked. So now, if I come in here and I just hit Control L, will it work? Oh, it's taking a long time to do this. So far, no, but this is also, I think, a black vehicle, so let's... Okay, so that is not working. Let's try to dig in and find out why not. Select the vehicle, Barstow. Just go with... There's the main Barstow. Yeah, Barstow main. Advanced properties. Emissive map is on. And emissive factor is on. And instance emissive is on. That's saying it should be glowing. It's just not glowing bright enough. We might have been able to make this work, guys. Alright, so we're going to undo those changes, close out of this. Oh, wait a second. I just undid the changes and now it's still glowing. Is it right? Yeah. All those are back to how it was. So let me open up a different vehicle It might have just needed basically a full refresh again for it to work. Although I don't see like the tires glowing, which I was really hoping the tires would glow. So let's open up a new vehicle and see if this glows. Yes. Yes, it glows. Everything glows.
Are the windshields glowing from the outside?
Yes. Yes, they are. It works. I can't believe it works. So we are halfway there. You can kind of see the brake lights through the glow of the other lights. Wow.
That interior is a little much.
But look, you can actually see in the mirror, you can see the reflection of the car. All right, so what does this look like during the day? Oh, amazing. All right, now theoretically, this should have done everything. Oh, that is glorious. And then let's go to vehicle. We'll grab the MD series and we will use the mini destroyer. Spawn new. Oh, that's interesting. The stuff some of this stuff is not, and I don't really know why because it should. I did everything. But we are going to just come down to here. Make my camera speed a little less sensitive. All right. That is wonderful.
I think you could see that from space.
You know what? You might not be wrong. Turn our speed up. Well, you can see it as far as the LOD works. All right, so we have vehicles glowing. We have props glowing. Literally anything and everything. I mean, we can come in here and we should be able to drop a porta potty in, and hopefully we have a glowing porta potty. Adjust the speed down. Look at that. If you walk into a porta potty and it looks like this, you should probably just turn around and walk back out immediately.
I hate to break it to you, but I'm still missing if it's that bright. Maybe even more so than if it's that dark.
I think that says a lot about you, Z-Man. Let's see. What else in here?
Let's see the Christmas tree glow.
First, I want to see the cannon should glow. Very much so. But then not only that, I believe the cannon ball should also glow. Yes. This is amazing. This is the best thing that I've made yet. Oh, what did you say you wanted to see? The Christmas tree?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I wonder it might be pulling a tree material from like the level or something, like from somewhere not inside the vehicles. Because it did all the things, or maybe it's just set up somewhat differently. So there's a couple things that are not working.
That's a very Halloween tree, though. Like, I'm not mad at it.
Oh. Now those signs, do they?
If you see that, you should probably stop.
Yeah, I'm sorry, officer. I couldn't read the sign.
Oh, I am so happy with how this has turned out so far.
Now, if you can find a way to take the transparency down, you could have ghost cars
True.
and have spooky races.
I think that's like the sun itself right there. That soccer ball.
Fridge.
It's just a bright rectangle.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, this is wonderful. So, pretty much everything should work, except for obviously we found a couple random things. I'll have to dig in and see if I can solve them, but for the most part, and we grab the logging truck. The logs in the back should also glow, I believe. Yes, they do. That is... I don't know why I find this so amazing, but I really, really do. Oh. Alright, so vehicles and props, 95% done. Next thing we have to tackle is the map. Alright, well, I'm going to just go ahead and copy over this folder now because I can. While I'm thinking about it, while I remember what I'm doing. Mods. Unpacked. This one. And instead of vehicles, we are now putting in levels because we're going to do this for West Coast USA. Now, this is not how you are supposed to modify files. In fact, this mod cannot go onto the repo because I am overwriting base game files, and that is a huge no-no. But for putting it onto my own private server for this, it'll be fine. I say that as BeamNG just crashed. Whoops. Alrighty, so vehicles we don't need to mess with. Levels. First, we will go through and say in levels, search for *.dds. Select all, delete. And then, let's see, we will do the same thing with PNG files. There's no JBeam. No HTML. There are some Lua files, so delete all those. And this is just making it so I have fewer files to delete one by one. Okay, we have *.jpg files. All of those can be deleted. .ter files. There's just one of those that can be deleted. Prefab files. All of those can get deleted. What other type of files do we have in here that are not .json files? You know what? That might be a good place to start with this. So we can come back in here and look and just see data can go away. Data can go away. Get rid of everything that is not a materials file, which looks like that is all of them. So that should be everything. So If I select that and do search and okay, space bracket, space bracket, enter. I need to grab all of that stuff again. Once again, what could go wrong besides completely breaking my game? Well, it says that it replaced 858. I have no clue if this is going to work because I've never modified a map like this. Let's go ahead and open up BeamNG again. And we'll see what happens. West Coast, USA. Spawn. So, what do you think the chances of it working are?
Judging by the fact that it worked with the vehicles, 63%.
And what do you think, Lady C?
49.
You're both more optimistic than I am. I'm hopeful, but I'm expecting it to not work. Well, we certainly have a lot of things working, although the vehicle is no longer glowing. Is it just because of the color that I have?
Yeah, I think I was accurate with 49%.
Yeah.
That is something.
That is amazing. So, it's interesting. Some of the road textures worked. Some of them did not. Not really sure why. It may be these have material and these are terrain paints. I'm guessing that might be the case. Also, it's weird that some of the buildings, some parts of buildings are glowy, other parts are not. Not really sure. Am slightly concerned about the vehicle not being glowy. If I go in here and adjust one of these, will it update and then change everything and all work? Advanced properties, emissive, 3,800. As soon as I make a change there, it works. It might have just been because it was already loaded in. We at least have hilariously glowy stuff at the moment.
Like, I know how big your computer screens are. I feel like you need to be wearing, like, sunglasses or eye protectant.
Oh,
right now.
I am getting a sunburn from this right now. 100%. Oh, this is going to be wonderful. I hope Ash appreciates all of the work that is going into this. The way too much work that is going into something so dumb. I absolutely love it. So, I'm going to go jump in and make some tweaks. And the next time that you see me, which will just be a few seconds for you, hours or days for me, we'll probably be showing this to Ash and getting his blind reaction. So Ash, obviously my single player Gravity mod came out, and had an idea for a new mod, and I'm really hoping you can pop in, see if you can figure out what exactly is different, what my mod changes.
Interesting. Okay, well, I'm currently on the loading screen, so
wonderful.
See.
You have to let me know whenever you pop in.
Do I need to load a car or?
Eventually.
Okay. Event. Right. Okay. Things are very bright.
So,
Why is things very bright?
so you always like to do these skins and stuff that glow. So I may have tried to make a mod that makes everything glow. Now,
why is there so many of your name?
I have traffic. I turned traffic on so that there be glowy cars going around. Now, obviously,
Oh my God.
not everything glows, but this was.
I can see some of the road is actually glowing and the other parts are not because of the different model makes. Oh wow.
Yeah, go take a look at the woods.
The woods. Wait. Oh. What is this? They look like shiny, spiky things. This is ridiculous. Why did you make this?
Well, I figured you keep making more and more mods that like, oh, I'm going to add this livery, but glow. I'm going to add now your newest one, tires, but they glow. And I figured I'd just save you the time by if I just make everything glow, then all your mods are done. You don't have to make any more mods.
What? Wait, why is this car a different color to the rest? Red.
Oh, it glows whatever color the car spawns in on, unless it's depending on how bright that paint is. So
this is so bright. Oh, there's multicolored. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I've got to let me load in. Ridiculous. Do that one. Hand loading. It's frozen my screen right now. This is quite intensive on my machine. I think you actually might have just broken my BeamNG. Oh no, something's happened.
No, that's good. That's good. Your event's coming through. Oh, you're also respawning traffic, or you're spawning multiple vehicles, or something.
Yeah, so it looks like traffic is. Oh, I may have just spammed it. That might be why. Oh, and my skin is on here, of course. That makes it perfect.
You see your tire. So your skin's not really glowing because I didn't do your custom skin.
No.
I should have taken that off. But even the tires and the wheels and the brakes all glow. The windows glow.
So what have you done? Have you just put an emissive map on everything?
Yes.
Oh, that must have taken so much time.
A few hours.
Yeah.
Honestly,
because I'm working on a new mod now, and that's taken me hours.
The longest
you're doing.
Longest part of this was actually taking all of the vehicles and trying to extract all of the material.json files in the correct folder structure and getting rid of everything else. That took forever.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I'm sure it did.
And then I tried using ChatGPT to insert the emissive map, and that failed miserably.
Yeah, because it doesn't understand the structure. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just did a find and replace on every file at the exact same time. Of if you see a space, then the open curly bracket. Just stick the emissive map, the emissive values, the instance emissive true, and emissive UV1 on all of them. So even on the stages that don't that aren't active, it still is they're still emissive.
This is amazing, but I've got to say this is bugging my machine. Like, I keep juddering every 100 feet. Oh wow!
I must be looking at the wrong car because there you are.
Yeah, I'm flashing. This what do I call it? This reminds me of Tron, but like imagine doing racing like this. If we were just running around in cars like this, that would be pretty cool.
I just got rid of all of my traffic, which I had a bunch of traffic in, so that should hopefully help your system.
Thank you. Like I've tested my system, and you've literally near enough broke it with one mod. I thought I could. Oh, my new system's good. Not your good though, apparently. Like, oh, this is way too bright. Like, even for me. Oh my god! What the? This is way too much. Okay, I need to get out of here.
You should go look at it. Yes. You should go look at a tunnel.
Oh, okay. 1 sec. Let me go.
Like,
let me.
Even your license plate is glowing.
Yes. Everything is glowing. Where's? Oh my! What is that? Okay. Am I in heaven? have I just returned somewhere?
Don't head towards the lights.
No. Is that the end of the tunnel?
So is this what your ultimate end goal is, Ash? You're gonna make everything glow?
You've beat me to it. Yeah, you've beat me to it. I've got to say. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna have to push for my new mod. I'm gonna have to push and get that done.
Now, you know, unfortunately, I had to just overwrite all of the default files in order to make this load up instantly whenever you joined in. So I can't put this on the repo. That means there is still room for you to make more mods. Plus, also, we love your non-glowy mods, but more glowy mods that are repo acceptable.
Well, you know what? You could... There is an easy way you could do this. You could just, in each DAE file, it will take you a month and a half, but in each DAE file, just put at the end of it, like, _glow, and then reload it in and do that to the materials and the JSON files. And within a month, I think you could get this done. I really do, literally. It'll be a brand new glowy map. 100%.
Yeah, but would anyone actually want that? Write down in the comments down below if you'd actually want to do this. And in that way, so like the map, I could definitely do the map easily enough. I could just literally rename everything in the map. Vehicles would be a pain.
I've just looked over at the island. Oh my God. The port, what have you done to the port? It's... What? So what? Oh, this is like reminds me of the looking at the island. It reminds me of the black and white map.
Hey,
Really?
there's still the flame stack over in the industrial area. There's a little bit of orange.
Yeah, that's a little bit of color, yeah. But if you look over to West Coast City, it's just well, you have to go out to sea to look at it because you're blinded by the island. But yeah.
But then if you go a little far enough, then the LOD makes it all go away. It's fine. See?
Oh no, it's so bad, but so good at the same time. I love it. You're giving me ideas, Butch. You're giving me ideas.
Oh, that can't be good. That cannot be good at all.
Well, yeah. You give me an idea, and we'll see if I can be bothered to make it because it's a lot of work what I'm planning.
Yes. Do you understand how much work it was just to make a glowy everything for you? You can put the work in.
Yeah, I'll put the work in this time. Like it will take me like 6 months to properly do. But this is insane, and I absolutely love it.
Oh. Well, thank you for being such a good sport. I hope you did enjoy this. Everyone go check out Ashmaker, their mods, their videos, their streams. I'll have links down below. And share the love. And yeah, well, let me know. Do you guys want to see any of this glowy stuff on the repo? Do I need to put in the hours upon hours, the months of work to make it happen? And
yes, put yes in the comments, guys.
Oh, we'll see. And with that, I'll say thank you all for watching. Have a good one. Peace.
Oh, wow.